Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever saved something? Not for today, but for a future version of yourself that hasn't arrived yet? A moment where everything feels different, quieter, heavier, clearer? This video is for that moment. Not for when you feel strong, but for when you need to remember who you became after everything you went through. Because let's be real. There was a time when you gave everything. You stayed when it hurt. You showed up when they didn't. You became the safe place, the constant, the one who never gave up, even when you were slowly breaking inside. And still, they walked away. They left thinking life would be easier without you, thinking they could replace your presence like it meant nothing. But here's the truth they didn't understand at that time. Real connection is rare. Real loyalty is rare. Real presence, the kind you gave, is not something people easily find again. Stoic philosophy teaches that people often fail to value what is right in front of them because comfort blinds them. Seneca believed that we only begin to understand the value of something after we lose it. And that's exactly what happens here. Time passes. Life happens. And slowly reality starts teaching them lessons you never needed to explain. The world isn't softer. People aren't more genuine. Connections don't come easy. And in that quiet realization, something shifts inside them. They begin to remember you. Not just your words, but your energy, your patience, your presence. And one day, they may come back. Not with the same pride, not with the same certainty, but softer, quieter, humbled by experience, afraid. Afraid because now they understand what they lost. Afraid because they know losing you again would hurt more than losing you the first time. But listen carefully. This video is not about waiting for that moment. This is not about hoping they return. This is about you. This is about remembering your worth, even when love made you question it. Epictetus taught that your value does not come from who stays or who leaves, but from how you carry yourself through both. You are not defined by someone walking away. You are defined by how you rebuild after they do. So let this sit with you. Let this message stay with you for that future moment when everything feels different again. And before we go deeper, I want you to do something powerful. Go to the comments right now and write this affirmation. I remember my worth. Number 1, they return with a different energy. When they come back, they are not the same person who left. And more importantly, you are not the same person they walked away from. The energy is different. Before, they were comfortable. They knew you would stay. They knew you would forgive. They knew you would be there no matter what. That comfort gave them confidence, but it also made them careless. Now, that version of you no longer exists, and they can feel it the moment they return. Stoic philosophy teaches that growth is revealed through change, not words. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that a person becomes stronger by facing hardship and transforming through it. You did not just wait after they left. You changed, you learned, you healed, and now your presence carries a different weight. They notice it immediately. The way you speak, the way you respond, the way you no longer chase or overextend yourself. There is calm in you now. There is control, and that difference makes them pause. Do not fall back into old patterns. Just because they returned does not mean you return to who you used to be. Stay grounded in your growth. Observe their behavior instead of reacting emotionally. Watch how they show up now. Words mean nothing without consistent action. Protect your peace. Do not allow their return to disturb the balance you worked so hard to build. Epictetus taught that a strong person is not controlled by external events, but by their own discipline and mindset. When you hold on to this, you stay in control. They may come back with softer words, better intentions, and deeper understanding, but your responsibility is not to accept them immediately. Your responsibility is to honor your growth. Because this time, it is not about proving your love. It is about protecting your value. They feel that shift. They feel that you are no longer the same. And that is where their fear begins, the fear that they might not have access to you the way they once did. I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments right now. I honor who I have become. Number 2, they finally understand your value. The second thing that happens when they come back is that they finally understand your value in a way they never did before. When you were there every day giving your time, your attention, and your care, it felt normal to them. Your effort blended into their routine, and because it was always available, they stopped recognizing how rare it truly was. But time has a way of teaching lessons that words cannot explain. Stoic philosophy teaches that experience is the greatest teacher, especially when it comes with loss. Seneca believed that people often wake up to the truth only after they are forced to live without what once supported them. When they stepped away from you, they stepped into a reality where your presence was no longer there to guide, support, or uplift them. And in that space, they began to compare. They started to notice that not everyone listens the way you did, not everyone cares the way you did, and not everyone shows up with the same consistency. That comparison creates clarity. Do not try to remind them of your value. Let their own experience teach them. Silence is more powerful than explanation. Stay aligned with your standards. Do not lower yourself just because they now see what they lost. Continue building your life without depending on their recognition. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that true worth comes from within, not from being acknowledged by others. When you live by this principle, you stop seeking validation and start embodying it. They begin to see you differently, not because you changed for them, but because you changed for yourself. And that realization carries weight. It makes them understand that your value was never small. They just failed to see it before. Number 3, they become careful with how they treat you. The third thing that happens when they come back is that they become extremely careful with how they treat you. Before, they were relaxed. They felt secure knowing you would stay no matter what. That comfort made them careless with their actions, their words, and their effort. But now, after experiencing your absence, they understand that losing you is a real possibility, and that realization changes their behavior. Stoic philosophy teaches that people act more wisely when they become aware of consequences. Epictetus explained that discipline grows when a person understands what they stand to lose. Now they move differently. They think before they speak. They pay more attention to your reactions. They try to avoid the same mistakes that caused the distance in the first place. This is not coincidence. This is awareness created by loss. Do not reward temporary effort. Watch for consistency, not short bursts of change. Real growth is steady, not emotional. Keep your standards clear in your actions, not just your words. Show them through your behavior what you accept and what you don't. Stay emotionally grounded. Do not get carried away by their sudden attention or improved behavior. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself to remain steady and not be influenced by external changes too quickly. When you follow this mindset, you maintain control. They begin to understand that this time is different, that your presence is no longer something they can take lightly. And that creates a new level of respect, built not on comfort, but on awareness and caution. Now, I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments right now. I set the standard. Number 4, they feel the fear of losing you again. The fourth thing that happens when they come back is that they carry a quiet but powerful fear, the fear of losing you again. This fear is not loud, but it is always present. Before, they had nothing to compare. They walked away thinking they could return any time or replace what they left behind. But after experiencing life without you, after feeling your absence and understanding your value, their mindset shifts completely. Now they know what it feels like to not have you, and that memory stays with them. Stoic philosophy teaches that pain creates awareness, and awareness changes behavior. Seneca believed that once a person understands loss, they become more cautious in their actions. This is exactly what happens here. They are no longer relaxed about your presence. They no longer assume you will always be there. That certainty is gone, replaced by a quiet fear that if they make the same mistakes again, you will walk away for good. Do not remove that uncertainty completely. Let them understand that your presence is a choice, not a guarantee. Maintain emotional control. Do not reassure them constantly just to make them feel comfortable. Your peace comes first. Continue living your life independently. Do not center your world around their return. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself to remain self-sufficient and not depend on others for stability. When you follow this mindset, you stay grounded. They begin to realize that this time is different, that your presence is no longer something they can rely on without effort, and that realization creates a deeper level of respect, mixed with fear. The fear of losing someone they now understand they cannot easily replace. Number 5, they start putting in real effort. The fifth thing that happens when they come back is that they begin to put in real effort, not the surface-level attention you once received, but a deeper, more intentional kind of effort. Before, when you were always available, they did not feel the need to try as hard. Your presence felt secure, so they gave the minimum and still expected you to stay. But now, after losing you once, they understand that your presence must be earned, not assumed. This realization pushes them to act differently. Stoic philosophy teaches that effort increases when a person recognizes the true value of something. Epictetus explained that people commit more seriously when they understand the consequences of losing what matters. Now, their actions start to reflect that understanding. They check in more consistently, they listen more carefully, and they try to show up in ways they did not before. Do not be impressed too quickly. Effort must be consistent over time, not just strong in the beginning. Observe actions over words. Anyone can promise change, but only discipline proves it. Keep your expectations aligned with your self-worth. Do not lower your standards just because they are trying harder now. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that a person should act according to their values, not be swayed by temporary emotions. When you follow this mindset, you remain in control. You allow effort to be shown, but you do not rush to accept it without proof. They begin to realize that this time, your presence requires consistency, respect, and real commitment. And that realization pushes them to step up in ways they never did before. I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments right now. I deserve consistent effort. Number 6, they start respecting your boundaries. The sixth thing that happens when they come back is that they begin to respect your boundaries in a way they never did before. When you had no clear limits, when you accepted everything just to keep them in your life, they didn't feel the need to adjust their behavior. But now, after distance, growth, and change, your boundaries are stronger, clearer, and non-negotiable. and they can feel that immediately. Stoic philosophy teaches that discipline and self-respect are shown through actions, not words. Epictetus believed that a person who values themselves sets limits and stands by them without apology. Now, when they interact with you, they notice that you don't tolerate the same things. You don't respond the same way. You don't allow behavior that once hurt you. That shift forces them to adjust if they want to remain in your life. Enforce your boundaries through action, not explanation. You don't need to argue or justify your standards. Just stand by them. Stay consistent. One moment of weakness can send the wrong message, so remain steady in how you respond. Do not fear losing them again by standing firm. If someone cannot respect your boundaries, they do not deserve your presence. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that a strong person does what is right, not what is easy. When you live by this principle, your boundaries become a reflection of your self-worth. They begin to understand that this is not the same version of you they once knew. This version requires respect, consistency, and emotional maturity. And that realization forces them to treat you differently. Number 7. They feel your emotional independence. The seventh thing that happens when they come back is that they feel your emotional independence, and this changes everything. Before, your emotions were connected to their actions. If they gave attention, you felt good. If they pulled away, you felt anxious. That connection gave them silent control over your emotional state. But now, after growth and self-reflection, that control is gone. You are no longer reacting the same way. You're calm, steady, and grounded in yourself. Stoic philosophy teaches that true freedom comes from mastering your emotions rather than being controlled by them. Epictetus explained that a strong person is not shaken by external behavior because their peace comes from within. When they return, they expect the same emotional reactions, but instead they find someone who is balanced and self-contained. This creates a powerful shift. Stay emotionally neutral. Do not react too strongly to their presence or absence. Keep your energy stable. Focus on your inner state rather than their behavior. Your peace should not depend on what they do. Continue building your self-worth internally. Do not look to them for validation. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that the mind becomes stronger when it is independent of outside influence. When you follow this mindset, your presence feels different. You're no longer driven by need, but by choice. And they can feel that. They realize that they are no longer the center of your emotional world. This realization creates both respect and uncertainty because they know they cannot control how you feel anymore. Now, I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments right now. I control my emotions. Number 8. They realize you can walk away again. The eighth and most powerful thing that happens when they come back is this. They realize that you can walk away again, and this time you won't hesitate. Before, they believed your presence was permanent. They thought no matter what happened you would stay, forgive, and keep choosing them. That belief gave them comfort, but it also made them careless. Now that belief is gone. You already proved something once. You proved that you can leave, rebuild, and move forward without them. And that truth changes how they see you forever. Stoic philosophy teaches that true strength is shown through action, not words. Seneca believed that a person who has faced loss and survived becomes stronger and less afraid of walking away again. When they look at you now, they don't just see the person they once knew. They see someone who has experienced distance, growth, and self-discovery. That version of you is no longer attached in the same way. Never threaten to walk away, but always be willing to do it if your standards are not met. Your power comes from quiet certainty, not loud warnings. Stay aligned with your values. Do not compromise your peace just to keep someone in your life. Remember your journey. Never forget how you rebuilt yourself after they left. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that a person must remain true to their path regardless of external situations. When you live by this, your presence carries weight. They understand that being in your life is no longer guaranteed. It is earned and maintained through respect and consistency. And that realization creates the deepest impact of all, the awareness that if they lose you again, it will be permanent. Listen carefully. This is your reminder that you are no longer the person who waits, who pleads, who gives pieces of themselves for someone else's convenience. You are whole, you are unshakable, and you are not to be taken for granted. One day, they may come back, softened, humbled, and afraid to lose you again, but that is no longer your concern. Your concern is yourself. Your concern is your peace, your growth, your unbreakable self-worth. Stoic wisdom teaches that strength is forged in self-mastery, in choosing your path regardless of who leaves or returns. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that a person's power lies in their inner fortress, not in the approval of others. Stand tall, stand firm. Let them see the fire you carry, the calm you embody, and the boundaries you will never let them cross again. If they return, let them meet someone transformed, someone who will no longer settle for less than they deserve, someone whose love is no longer blind or dependent. You command your own life now, and no one's return can alter the standards you fought so hard to uphold. Never forget what you've built within yourself. Protect it, honor it, and never give it away to anyone who cannot meet you there. If this message ignites something in you, take action immediately. Subscribe, stay connected, and let this be the start of a life where you hold all the power.